So today I'd like to share with you kind of a failed experiment with our Slant 6 turbocharged duster. So, doing a project to replace the turbo gasket, I had decided to do a few other things at the same time. We had a new intake manifold to go on that eliminated a little vacuum leak around a couple injectors. And then while it was all apart, we tore out the old exhaust system, which had a 2.5-inch downpipe, which was its V-band was stuffed into a 3-inch V-band for the new turbo. So it's like, let's just make it all 3-inch. And also, with the extra size, rather than run the wastegate on its own separate, I think it was an 1.75-inch line into the Y pipe, we actually are dumping it straight into the 3-inch downpipe. That all goes back to just a Y to split it to the two different tailpipes, which needed to still be the smaller tailpipes just to fit around the axle and fuel tank. So one of the thoughts while redoing the exhaust is I took the driver's side muffler, cut that off, and then put V-bands in where it should be positioned, both ends of it. Guess it was one I might have somewhat knew this was going to fail, but anyway, I was glad I did, and you'll see the why in the end. But what I was trying to do is actually put in a exhaust valve, so such that quiet cruising or stuff like that, you would actually have all the exhaust going through just one tailpipe, one 2.25-inch tailpipe, which for a Slant 6 is still a huge exhaust pipe. And then when selected, you could open up the other 2.25 pipe, and it'd still go through the muffler side, but to actually open up both pipes, but one would be a straight through pipe. So to accomplish the valving, I got a Chinese special valve. The design is a lot better than some of the other ones I thought, and especially with it being a vacuum controlled. So I chose a normally open and then vacuum close valve. The thought being is use a vacuum reservoir to hold it closed, and then you'd also have a mode to where once you get into the throttle, it would actually end up opening up on its own. So kind of what I was kind of figuring, more of a GT type mode. And then I have it to where it also just not run vacuum to it and open up the valve and hold it open for more like a race mode. So even though I think the theory is somewhat sound, it really failed on this one, especially because that valve I got just does not seal well enough. I think if you actually were to use like a wastegate valve, the largest ones available would be an appropriate size, but that's $500-600 valve if you get a good one. But with this cheaper valve, there was enough exhaust leak that it sounded good when it's open and just sounded tinny and, well, sounded like crap when it was closed. Now, going down the highway, with the valve closed, it was quieter. I wish I would have recorded that, but it doesn't make too much difference. It didn't work. So, and since it's all V-band, if I do ever decide to spend money and actually get a large, would be a 60 mil wastegate and try this again, I'll let you know. But the reality is, it sounds just fine running through the two MagnaFlow mufflers and 2.25 tailpipes, and that's part of why I actually did get out the exhaust back pressure gauge and test it, and there's no measurable back pressure, even running through just one of the 2¼ inch tailpipes, the needle never moves. So I think I've got plenty of flow, and I don't think I'm going to revisit this, but if I do, I'll make a video, show you how it turned out. Thanks for watching.